Last week, we were able to see Georgia prove they can still be a top team in the country. Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson in a shocker to some, and the Bills gave the Chiefs their first loss of the season. I'm Joey Antonucci, joined today by Sebastian Bruno and once again, Jake Armstrong. You're watching The Sports Lounge. All right, boys. First, start off the NBA. From what I've seen lately, I believe that Jokic is the front runner for the MVP.
Yeah, definitely Jokic right now. I think he's probably averaging a triple-double. I got him on fantasy basketball. He's getting me like 60 points a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
Sleeper?
He's going to run away with it. Yeah, sleeper fantasy basketball. He's going to run away with the award probably unless maybe Shea, maybe Luka.
Yeah, Shea's been doing incredible, though. But, I mean, still, Jokic averaging the triple-double, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
you can't get much better than that.
He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, Jokic is the leader in assists, and he's pretty high up there in rebounds. But he's still weak on the defensive side. But his offensive play outweighs the negatives on the defensive end. So, yeah, he's going to run away with the award.
Yeah.
The Cavs have the second best start ever for a team, starting off 15-0. Will they beat the Celtics now? They're in their next match.
Last episode I said their streak would end at 15 games. It's at 15 right now. And I think it's still going to end today. I think they're going to lose to the Celtics tonight. Last game they did rest Donovan Mitchell, so they rested him for this game. But
still able to get the win. So.
Yeah, I think you got to lose at some point. And the only team that has started with a better record than them start a season is 2015-16 Warriors. And this Cavs team's nowhere near that team, so they're not getting nowhere close to that record.
Yeah, I mean, Donovan Mitchell, I have a feeling that he's going to do something special tonight. It's just a feeling, you know. So, I mean, I don't think it's completely out of question that they're not going to win tonight.
I mean, they definitely have a chance. Like the Cavs are a good team, but I just don't think they're like as good as the Celtics.
Okay.
The Celtics, I feel like, more complete team than the Cavs. Like, they have more depth on the bench.
Harden is able to jump Ray Allen for second all-time in three-pointers. Does this move James Harden up in the rankings of all-time point guards?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not going to catch Steph Curry, obviously, but jumping Ray Allen, like, that's a record that stood for, like, a long time until, obviously, generational talent Steph Curry came.
What do we think? Because I have Steph Curry, then Magic Johnson. Do you think he's anywhere near Magic Johnson?
No. I don't think he's in the top 3 or 4 point guards. He would definitely need at least a couple championships to go to that resume. But he's up there for the top point guards of all time, and he's obviously a great shooter.
Y'all saw that thing where he was like, he said Steph Curry doesn't count when
I'd agree with
he was counting three-pointers. So
Steph Curry's in his own category.
I mean, Harden, though, he's definitely one of the best point guards ever. I mean, he was averaging, 40 like a couple years ago. So
Stephen A. Smith.
He's averaging 40. Yeah, a game that he was like 30s, that was like an off game for him. So
that's
crazy.
Back in his prime, like 2019, like he defied the rules. Like the NBA, like they made the rules to abide by James Harden. That's how good he was at scoring. He would, he came up with the move like the hook under the arm to the defender, draw easy fouls. I mean, he was on a real scoring run.
You think
2018 to 19?
The Harden step back is as like iconic as the Odell catch?
No. Not even close.
The Harden step back? No, he definitely came up with the step back.
That's true, but like,
he definitely came up with the step back to create separation, but it's not like an iconic move, you know?
Yeah. Just to finish it off, short segment for NBA today. The Lakers, 5 in a row. Can they keep this momentum going?
I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Lakers right now. I mean, they are beating up on a little bit of weaker teams, but quality wins over the Grizzlies. And, I love J.J. Redick as the coach. Obviously, getting rid of Darvin Ham. Great move in the offseason. J.J. Redick, young guy coming in. AD's playing the best he's ever had. LeBron, 4 straight triple-doubles. Playing some of the best ball he's ever played.
Yeah.
At this age, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, truly, I'm not going to get into the debate, but we are truly witnessing the greatest player of all time right now. And, I love what I'm seeing from the Lakers, and I love what I'm seeing from J.J. Redick.
I think that MJ is the GOAT, but MJ, he didn't play when he was this age, I don't think, right? Did he not? So I don't think he would be doing what LeBron's doing right now. So it makes it a hard argument, obviously. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah.
But it's giving me a good, thought about it.
All right, so I think me and Jake owe you an apology, Sebastian. We we said you were blasphemous for saying what you said last week, that Jake Paul would beat Mike Tyson.
I'm not apologizing. It's rigged.
I mean, I will say we do owe you an apology, but it was rigged. Like,
I'll give you.
You see Mike Tyson biting his hands and gloves and stuff.
I think that was because of the mouthpiece, right?
Yeah, his mouth guard was a little loose. I'll accept the apology.
I'm not giving you
Was
one.
this a little stage? Yes, absolutely. Like I said last episode, this
Tyson
is a cash
threw
grab.
8 punches
This is
the
a cash
entire
time.
grab. This is a cash grab, 100%, especially for Tyson. And they wanted to drag it out. I said it would go to decision. I was right on that. And I said Jake Paul had the better fight, and he had the better fight.
What did I say? I said before we watched it, I was like KO in the 4th round. I don't even think he had like a knockout punch. He didn't even try to
I don't
throw
think
one.
First round, he had one good punch, and then
First round, he was like.
First round, he forgot
came
the
out
script.
hot.
He forgot
Yeah.
the script. He
Then
forgot there was a script.
Paul started hugging him. He was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, calm down, calm down."
He was like, "Calm down,
Yeah.
forget you
Calm
forgot
down.
you're getting 20 million.
The
You knocked
glove
me out."
bite, like, I don't know what that was. If it was the mouth guard, was that like confirmed? Or?
Well, that's what they said.
That's what they were
but-
saying, like on the
but
broadcast. And
maybe he had
going
some
to the
nerves.
broadcast, Netflix, like they should never stream another game.
Yeah.
Never again.
That was terrible.
They shouldn't stream football
No,
games.
nothing. Like I would be in like the 4th round of like the fight before the Tyson fight, the girls fight, and it would like spin. It would go 25% and jump back to the first round. But yeah, that sucked. And yeah,
That
hopefully
fight,
Netflix gets
I
that
think
fixed.
that fight. Who was it? It was Santina or whatever.
No, there was like Serrano
versus Taylor. That was a
sick
good
fight.
fight. That was a
sick
good fight. They went back at
Yeah.
it. I thought Taylor was gonna win
like
actually, but
300
she ended up
punches.
losing.
No, Taylor won. I
No,
think.
Taylor lost. Taylor lost
Or-
by 2.
I don't know.
I think
One of the girls threw like 300 punches. And
Yeah,
was-
I mean,
and lost.
they were just
They
beating
were
each
just
other up.
throwing.
It was a good fight.
That was sick though.
I'd rather watch that 100 times than watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight 5 times.
Yeah. I think John Jones proves that he's the best pound for pound fighter ever.
John Jones is the best pound for pound fighter of all time, and I don't think he's gonna go for Aspinall anymore. He's gonna go for Pereira. He's gonna or Pierre or whatever his last name is. I think he's gonna go for that. But Dana's got to give him a check that's gonna make him fight Aspinall.
I mean, Dana, he said that he's not gonna do the Pereira fight with John Jones. He said there's no reason, but if he's gonna fight Aspinall, John Jones said Dana's gonna have to run him his money. And
Yeah, he's got a check that's gonna really change his
John
mind.
Jones said he doesn't want to fight any up and comers like Aspinall, so he only wants to fight like established champions. So if he's not gonna retire, I feel like the only fight for him would be Pereira. But Dana White has said he doesn't want to do it.
I don't think he wants to retire quite yet. I think he wants a better fight.
Yeah, no,
he
he's
wants to
still
really
got-
prove himself.
He's
that
still got some left in the tank,
the
100%. He's still got some left in the tank, but will Dana give him the fight that he wants? I don't know.
Did that one loss? Did it get erased? The
No,
12-6 elbow.
Because it was the 12-6 elbow, but still didn't get erased.
It should be because it's
I
legal
know.
now.
It's legal now.
So I think they're gonna give it to him.
but hopefully.
All right, moving on to our picks of college football last week. You and I both improved, going 5-5, me and Sebastian. Jake went 4-6 in his picks, and Logan bringing up the rear at 3-7. So, not a great week.
He was
for him.
struggling. He was struggling. It's all right. We'll get him next week.
First game was the Clemson at Pitt. -9.5 Clemson was.
Yeah, and Clemson was super disappointing in that game. They were
Yeah.
down in the 4th quarter. It took a
A miracle run.
Klubnik like 50-yard run
Yeah,
to win the game over Pitt. I mean, Clemson has been disappointing.
After Pitt got demolished by SMU.
Yeah, I mean, Clemson has just been disappointing after they had that hot streak after the Georgia
Yeah.
loss, and then they
Two
lost
bad
to
games in
they
a
lost to
row.
Louisville, and now this game, like, I don't know, Clemson's been disappointing. Can they still make the ACC championship? I don't think so.
Miami's gonna have to
Miami and
lose.
SMU, they're gonna have to lose at least once, and I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tulane, -6.5 against Navy, absolutely blew them out. I said that there was a good chance that they could blow them out. I didn't think it would be 35-0 though. That was
I mean, Tulane, that's their first FBS shutout
think
since
so.
1997.
really.
Yeah, so historic game for Tulane. Blew out Navy. I mean, I saw it coming. Navy just has been weak ever since
Yeah.
that hot streak they had. So, yeah, I saw the Tulane blowout. But 35-0, that's a little much.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah. I
saying.
wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. I wasn't expecting
I figured
that
Navy would
shutout.
score a little bit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
With that
maybe
triple
maybe
option.
a free kick
At
or
at least one
PAT.
field goal.
Yeah, they've gone
Yeah.
downhill though a little bit since
Yeah.
that Notre Dame game.
Mhm.
They've definitely
100%.
gone downhill.
Yep.
Colorado -10 over Utah, absolutely blew them out. You
Yeah.
guys are both right.
I'm loving what I'm seeing from Colorado. Travis Hunter has some of the best ball skills I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, he's just got, like, a knack for the ball. Like, he just always wants the ball.
Yeah.
Like, even on the interception, it was tipped, but it still ended
he's
up in
still
his
there.
hands. It
Yeah.
still ended up in his hands. Like, I'm watching him backpedal, leap up in the air.
Yeah.
Like, that was a sick catch. So I feel like he deserves the Heisman 100%. Shador Sanders should be in that conversation as well, but he's not in there. It's like
It's gonna
him,
be
Genty,
Travis.
Cam
So you
Ward,
got Hunter 1, probably Genty 2,
Cam Ward,
and then you
or
got
whoever.
Cam Ward or Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
And then Shador.
Yeah, but I love Shador. I love Colorado, and they're gonna get into the Big 12 championship.
Mhm.
You know, they got a tough, tricky matchup this week. We'll get into that later, but I still think they're gonna get to the Big 12 championship, and they're
You think-
probably gonna beat BYU and get to the playoff.
You think the Raiders are gonna get
Hopefully-
Hunter then, or you
no,
think they're
no,
gonna
no.
get Shador?
Hopefully they get Shador Sanders. I love Shador Sanders
Yeah.
so much. Like they're saying after every loss, after every
Posts,
Raiders
yeah.
loss, he posts. I mean,
you
that's
could
kind of a stretch.
just
He
on
posts
Sunday.
every Sunday. Like the Raiders lose every single Sunday, so.
So the Giants have the first pick, or the Raiders?
The Giants have like the second or third pick. The Jags have the first pick right now because they played an extra game.
Okay.
They have an extra loss.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully the Raiders get Shador Sanders. We need a quarterback really bad.
Yeah.
But if we get the first pick, don't be surprised if we pick Travis Hunter. You know,
That's true. Yeah.
like
I mean,
why not pick the best player in the draft? Shador Sanders is not number one pick worthy.
The Giants.
Yeah.
He's number one quarterback, but not the number one pick.
I mean, Daniel Jones is awful, so
yeah.
Yeah,
Giants
but
do need another quarterback.
The Giants,
still gotta pay
if they
him.
get the first pick,
Yeah.
I don't know. Are
They might
gonna-
trade it away. I don't know. 'Cause they
That's
need
what I'd like to see the Raiders do. Like if they get the first overall pick,
trade down and then pick
trade
up
down
Shador
to 2, 3, or 4.
and pick up Shador.
Get
Sanders.
a quarterback, Shador. Yeah.
Yeah. Notre Dame -23. They were not able to cover. Only won by 21. You said they were just Virginia was gonna win.
No,
Yeah.
so I said that because I'm from there. That's the only reason I said that. I didn't actually think that Virginia was going to win.
Hey, but they covered. They covered the line.
Yeah, good game. I mean, Virginia battled a little bit. They
Yeah.
covered. They covered the line. I mean, I thought Notre Dame would blow them out the water.
They started off hot, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
But Virginia hang in there. Hung in
Yeah,
there
I
a little
thought
bit.
Notre Dame would blow them away, roll over Virginia,
But,
keep strolling into the playoffs. But
yeah.
yeah, they didn't blow them out that bad. It was 14-point game.
21.
21-point game.
35-14.
Okay, yeah, 21
So
point game.
still, it's still
A good win.
still a
but,
good win from Notre Dame.
Good
but-
win.
but not
Obviously,
an
confidence
awful-
booster, but not an
Yeah.
awful performance from Virginia.
LSU was -4.5 playing in the swamp at Florida, and Florida just dominated that
Yeah.
whole game. It
I
seemed.
Yeah.
knew UF was just gonna.
Yeah, I think we all had UF
Yeah.
I
winning.
think we all had you.
I knew UF was gonna come in playing at home, still fight for bowl eligibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I knew they were just gonna come out hot. LSU obviously coming off that Bama loss, like just they played terrible in that game.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like going into the swamp, like it's always gonna be a tough place to play, especially in the SEC.
Especially,
Yeah.
yeah, Florida's
Like-
fighting for that bowl game.
Yeah,
Which would
I
be
think
huge with
Florida's
the
probably
schedule.
gonna get into the bowl game now.
Yeah, it's weird that Florida's 5-5, but they might be one of the best 5-5 teams
I know.
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
I know. Like DJ Lagway, like he's nothing to mess about. If he stays with Florida after the season, because
Yeah.
there's also a question: is Napier gonna leave now? Like, is he still gonna get fired?
I think he
So
might.
He's not gonna. He can't get fired this year. Or
Well, yeah.
he can. I think he can, but they said that he's gonna be
Stay.
coaching next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or they're gonna keep him till the end of the year
Yeah,
at least.
well.
So
I was watching the Florida Tennessee game a while back, and Napier's just making some awful decisions, man.
No, Napier.
That guy.
Like I
Yeah.
don't like him as a coach, but
Hope he doesn't see this.
Florida's got a pretty good team.
Yeah, they got some great athletes.
Like,
and
but if Napier leaves, like, does that mean DJ Lagway is gonna transfer?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see that at the end of the season. I love to see Lagway with like a really really top team.
Yeah.
Like Georgia, for example. But
Which he definitely could go. Maybe even Alabama if Milroe's leaving.
yeah, because Milroe's probably gonna go to the draft.
Yeah.
So Alabama would be a nice fit for DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
I love to
They don't
see
have
him.
a great backup right now.
Yeah, I
like
don't
they
really
usually
want
do.
to. I don't want to see him like waste his career away, not winning anything with Florida.
Yeah.
But if he wants to stick it out, maybe Florida's got a good future, especially with him leading that charge.
USF was -3 at Charlotte. Started off slow in the first half, but that second half they came alive. Outscored them 49-14.
Yeah, good
That-
for USF, man.
Absolutely great game from USF.
I mean, I remember me and Joey were watching college football on Saturday.
Mhm.
I saw USF, like they would come up on the bottom of the screen on
Yeah.
ESPN, and all of a sudden their score kept going up, and I'm like, I think they scored enough points yet? I mean, 59 points from USF, dominated the ground game, even with their backup QB.
With a backup
Yeah.
quarterback, I was happy with that. Bryce Archie reaches his highest ever rushing yards.
Yeah.
I think 4 or 5 people scored a rushing touchdown.
Yeah,
Dang.
great game for USF. Great offensive performance.
Yeah, good one.
I mean, I think they were losing a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, they started off down
Yeah.
7-0.
Yeah, okay, they were struggling a little
Looked
bit.
slow, and I told my dad, I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
This is Charlotte we're talking about.
Charlotte, man.
They were struggling a little bit.
As soon as I leave the house at halftime, go to watch the game at another kid's house.
Yeah.
They turned it up.
Yeah. And great performance from USF. Great running game. And they might get into a bowl game maybe.
They got 2 more games, Tulsa and Rice.
Those are 2 winnable games for USF.
Yeah, I definitely see us going 7-5.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, 2 winnable games for USF, and if they can get 7-5, that's a good season.
Yeah,
that's an improvement. That's a great season.
Yeah, I mean, you look at your 4-5 losses. Alabama played pretty good against them.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, first half played great.
Yeah,
and then you got Tulane and Memphis, who are both really good teams, and then Navy, who's still a good team.
Good team. Yeah.
So not a bad season.
Remember, coming from 2 years ago, USF was 1-11.
Yeah,
and
hadn't won a D1 game in 3 years.
Yeah, and you got to hear 7-5, like that's testament to the coaching staff, obviously, and
Alex Golesh,
testament to the program. Like that's an improvement. That's a really good improvement.
South Carolina, they were minus 13.5. Hosting Mizzou, and that game that came down to the wire. That was
what a
good game to watch.
What a game! I remember seeing Luther Burden score with like maybe 40 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
And South Carolina, they just ran it down the field. Sellers obviously scored.
Yeah.
So just what a game!
I thought Brady Cook was out. I don't know where I saw that.
Yeah.
But he played pretty well.
Yeah, I mean Brady Cook did play pretty well. I mean, at the end of the first half, I think I saw him fumble the snap, or he missed. I think the ball slipped out of his hand. Yeah, just Mizzou and Brady Cook. I mean, that's such a Brady Cook moment. I'm not gonna lie. But good for South Carolina getting another win, and they're bowl eligible.
Game to watch.
Yeah, what a game.
Yeah, now they're bowl eligible. Eligible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oregon at Wisconsin. Jake got mad. He was like, "What kind of feeling is that?"
Yeah, I mean, just college football.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I said. I got a feeling.
You got Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, and you're like,
dang.
what kind of feeling is that?
It was from Dude Perfect, so
yeah.
But
I mean, you got to think number 1 team's rolling into Wisconsin, rolling into Madison.
Yeah,
they're gonna put up a performance, and they were winning this game, but their offense just couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
I kind of expected that. Once Oregon finally got their score, I was like, okay, this game's over.
Yeah,
but great performance from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And
I was surprised.
I'm happy I got that pick right. That was one of the games I was watching the most.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But it's okay. It's all right.
Georgia -9. It seems like I'm only good at picking the big games, where everyone else picks something opposite. They were able to cover that game.
I mean, we were watching that game, Joey. I saw Tennessee in the first half.
Yeah.
They were looking really good. I was feeling very confident about my pick. Obviously, to cover 9 points. I was like, okay, we're good. And then Georgia just came storming back.
Yeah,
Carson Beck finally turned it up, and 14-point win for UGA.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the first quarter. I got back to the house, and it's just, I was like, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Because I was rooting for Georgia, and I was like,
I mean, I was seeing Nico, he was slinging it in the first quarter, in the first half. I was feeling really confident. But UGA turned it up in the second half and won by double digits.
I'm obviously not happy about it. I don't like Carson Beck. He's a loser.
He played good.
Well, still, he sucks. And as a Tennessee fan, I mean, it's all right.
No, I said Georgia would have to win that game with the defense, and that defense definitely did come alive like they did against Texas, holding a good Tennessee team to 17 points. That was it's a big win for Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia has the big wins, but they also have some pretty big losses.
Yeah.
Just that Ole Miss loss.
Yeah,
it'll keep them a little bit down in the rankings, but I'm pretty sure they're back in SEC championship game contention now.
Final game, BYU gets upset by Kansas.
Yeah, BYU is terrible. I mean, they lost at home to Kansas. But Kansas, I'm pretty sure they were ranked at the beginning of the season.
They were, and then they dropped.
Yeah.
It was 5 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, Kansas was ranked at the beginning of the season, and then they started losing.
Yeah, and now 2 upsets in a row.
Two really good wins for them. I mean, maybe this is the team that we expected at the start of the season, and they're playing Colorado next week, and that's going to be a tight game.
Yeah.
And Colorado's going to have to win that game. But, yeah, good for Kansas and terrible for BYU.
Yeah.
Did we all pick Kansas to lose?
Yeah,
we did.
I picked BYU.
So, I mean, I don't know.
BYU just
BYU
terrible
stinks.
performance. Only put up 13 points.
Yeah.
That's
something
not,
you can't do at home.
Yeah, that's just not proving.
Yeah, when
you're
a
top team in the Big 12.
Games away from going undefeated, and you don't do that.
And you lose at home to Kansas, 13 points. I don't know.
Embarrassing.
Yep.
Moving into our picks, though, Kansas hosting Colorado now.
Yeah.
Do they have another upset in them? Colorado's 2.5-point favorites.
Ooh, okay. Well, obviously, like I said in the beginning of this episode, I love Colorado. I love what I'm seeing, and I don't think their run ends here. And I'm going to take them to cover.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. Colorado last week proved me wrong. They were unbelievable. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders. So I'm going to take Colorado.
Yeah, and that Utah defense, that's number 1 in the Big 12. And they put up 49.
Wow. I did not know that. So, yeah, that's even more of a...
Yeah, because I remember I was watching the game, and they kept saying it over and over, like, this Colorado offense is legit. But we saw Travis Hunter finally give up a touchdown, and I think Utah had their backup quarterback in.
Okay. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really watch that.
Zach Wilson's little brother. And he was kind of dicing, I'm not going to lie. But Utah, they got a great future, and they have a great defense. But going back to this game, Colorado's going to cover 2.5.
Logan also picked Colorado.
I'll agree with Colorado.
Yeah.
Just,
all 4 Colorado.
Yeah, come on.
Could be bad luck, could be good luck.
I think we're going to be fine.
I mean, we all picked Kansas to lose last week.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll stick with
That's
it this
an
week.
upset, though. I mean, Colorado. I don't feel. Is it an upset if Kansas beats Colorado?
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
So-
Colorado's a team that's in CFP
Kansas
contention.
is 3-6 or
4-6
now.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'm still taking Colorado.
Yeah, I'm taking Colorado.
Ohio State, biggest game of the week. Ohio State. They're 11.5-point favorites hosting Indiana.
That's a sick line, but I might agree with it. I mean, I don't know. Like Indiana, are they really that tested?
Yeah, it's so you're taking Ohio State.
Yeah, I'll take Ohio State.
Logan's taking Ohio State as well. I think I'm gonna go with Indiana though, because they've played just about the same teams as Ohio State have played, and they've had a couple bigger wins than Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State's only loss is to Oregon. So Ohio State has played the hard teams, but I do think Indiana can pull out a win. This could be like the game we saw COVID a couple years ago, where Ohio State jumps out big, but Indiana is able to come back. I do think Ohio State's going to win, but I think Indiana can cover.
They're probably going to keep it close, but I don't know. I just feel like Ohio State, they're really going to come out at home. This is the biggest game, second biggest game of the year for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, that number 1 being Oregon.
But this one you got at home.
They got this at home. The crowd's going to be behind them, but we also could see a very disappointing performance here from Ohio State. Like, everybody's high on them right now, especially with that line, 11.5. They could come out and play bad.
Yeah.
We never know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take Indiana. I'm going to just agree with Joey. Because he had
Yeah.
Thank you. Ole Miss is 9.5-point favorites going into Florida. It's a tough one.
That's tough.
With how Florida play against LSU, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I feel like, I don't know. I think Ole Miss might. I think they're going to cover. I think Ole Miss is going to cover.
I don't know. I remember Joey saying earlier in the week or the year,
this would be
one of the games that Ole Miss is going to struggle in. But I don't know. I feel like Ole Miss, they're just on fire.
Yeah.
But listen, so is Florida. They can just get their 6th win and get it out the way, and just
now you don't have to worry about FSU.
They don't have to worry about FSU.
You don't have to worry about FSU anyway.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
you got the FSU shirt on saying that.
I mean, I've been high on Florida these past couple of weeks. I'm just gonna take them here. I'll take Florida to cover 9.5 at home. Yeah, I think they're gonna put a performance in at home.
I picked Florida every single week, I believe, and I've said that this was one of the games. I think I'm gonna keep it with it. I do think Florida does with DJ Lagway if he plays how he's been playing. I think, like he played last game, I think they could definitely win this game too.
Yeah, 100%.
Logan also took Florida as well. Texas is 20.5-point favorites at home against Kentucky.
20.5?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll cover that.
Cover that?
They'll cover that.
Okay.
I'll agree. Yeah.
Yeah, Texas.
One of the best teams in college football, right?
Yeah, Texas, they have a good shot at being number 1 team in the country. I think they're 3rd in the rankings at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to blow out Vanderbilt at home.
Kentucky.
They're not playing
Kentucky. Kentucky, jeez. Yeah, they're going to blow out Kentucky either way. They're going to blow out Kentucky either way.
Okay. Logan took Texas. I'm going to take Kentucky in this one, though.
That could be a hot take, Joey, but Texas,
might as well.
I don't know.
Never know.
Kentucky seems to play good against these really good teams.
Yeah, like remember what we saw early in the season,
Georgia game.
I mean, but their offense just couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
and
But
that was
I
at
think
home.
this could be I don't know if Texas is going to be able to score more than 20, 21 points.
Ooh.
I can
Do
see
you think
them-
Kentucky's defense that good?
I do. I think they're a really good defense. I mean, they only put up 20 points. Texas only put up 20 points against Arkansas.
Yeah, true.
So I could see them putting up maybe 24 points, but I do think Kentucky's going to score maybe a touchdown.
Okay.
So, BYU is at Arizona State. Arizona State's minus 3.5 point favorites now.
Arizona
Ooh.
State is favored
Arizona State
over
is
BYU.
favored. Yeah.
Listen, Arizona State, I think they're 7-2.
Yeah,
Hey.
7-2 or 8-2.
Good squad.
Yeah, they got a good team.
And Arizona State at home,
Yes.
man, give me Arizona State. They're gonna cover this game. BYU coming off that terrible Kansas loss,
Yeah.
they're not covering.
I think that even though BYU lost to Kansas, I think their coach is going to get on them, and I think that they're going to be just fine against Arizona.
I'm gonna agree with you. I do think Arizona State.
Yeah, Arizona
Okay.
State. Sorry,
All right, doesn't
sorry.
change that. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think BYU is going to be able to win this one. At least cover at the very
Yeah,
least.
and we remember in like the beginning of the year the kicking troubles Arizona State had.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But
Coach wanted to-
they obviously bounced back from that.
Yeah.
They obviously bounced back from that, getting to 8-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna cover this game. I really like this Arizona State team.
Logan's also going to take BYU along with us, though. Louisville is hosting Pitt minus 8 point favorites.
Ooh. Okay, we saw Louisville beat Clemson, but we have seen Clemson become a little bit
Yeah.
overrated. But I think Louisville will cover this.
Yeah, I'm going to take Louisville as well.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to blow Pitt out, honestly.
Ooh.
Louisville's got a nice squad,
Yeah.
so I think they could blow them out.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Louisville on that one.
Okay. Logan also took Louisville, so
Yeah. Louisville.
all of us picked Louisville. So USF, biggest line of the year. They're favored by
Another USF game.
Let's
They're,
go,
they're
U-
favored by 16 points. Hosting Tulsa this weekend.
USF is gonna cover and they're gonna blow them out.
Yeah, that's
Their
that's-
running game
I agree.
is really good, especially with the backup quarterback.
Yep.
He's really he's a dual threat.
Which is weird that I don't think like they classify him as a real
No.
dual threat.
No.
But he's played like it.
He
lately.
deserves to be one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Yeah, I got USF covering.
yeah, USF's gonna probably blow them out.
Yeah, Logan also took USF.
Yep.
I think it might start off slow, but second half will come alive again. So Notre Dame hosting, or I don't think it's Notre Dame versus Navy or Army. Notre Dame's 16.5 point favorites. Neutral site game.
Oh, okay. But Army, not that bad of a team,
Mm-hmm.
but Notre Dame, they're a really good team. They're a
Yeah.
great team. They got some of the best talent in the nation. 16.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
They'll cover that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Notre Dame's a good team.
they got a really good squad, and I don't see Army putting up that many points against Notre Dame.
Huh.
You think Army will cover?
You think?
I really think Army could win this game.
Oh,
Wow.
Joey.
Like
I mean, it is a neutral
Well, I
site
mean,
game.
we said
so.
the same thing with this Navy team.
Yeah, I do think the Army is 10 times better than Navy.
Yeah,
Not 10 times, but I think Army's a better team than Navy. But I don't know. Like I definitely think they'll definitely cover. They won't.
Yeah.
They're not going to lose by 17 points.
I don't know. I'm really high on this Notre Dame team
Yeah,
this
no.
year. Like I don't know. I'm
You guys-
loving the way
yeah.
they're playing. Obviously, what they did to FSU the other week was
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
crazy. 52-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think. I mean, obviously, Army's not FSU,
Yeah.
but I think I'm really high on this Notre Dame team, and I think
Yeah.
they're gonna beat Army by 17.
Logan also took Notre Dame. Alabama is 14-point favorites at Oklahoma.
Ooh, okay, that's a tough line. Oklahoma is never an easy place to play,
Yeah.
but we did see. I think it was Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
go into Oklahoma and beat them.
Yes. That's when Oklahoma was ranked, though. I mean, too,
Yeah,
so
true. So
Oklahoma has not had a great year since then.
no, and Oklahoma's offense is probably not going to keep up.
Yeah.
I think Alabama's going to cover.
Yeah, I think Alabama will do just fine. Yeah, like you said, Oklahoma's defense just won't keep up. So
I mean,
I'm gonna stick with
Minus 14
Alabama.
is kind of a crazy line,
Yeah.
but I think this Alabama team they're fighting for their lives. They cannot lose another game. They can't struggle in another game, or else their ranking is in jeopardy.
I think this game, I'm going to take Alabama. Logan also took Alabama. I think this game could be exactly like that Wisconsin game Alabama played earlier in the year. A loud place can be a good team, a mediocre team. But I think Alabama could win, like put up 42 points. And hold them
I agree with
to
that.
17.
I agree with that.
Final game, LSU is 8.5-point favorites hosting Vanderbilt.
Oof.
Upset.
Vanderbilt, yeah.
I think because of what LSU's done the last 2 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've struggled, but they've played decent. They played good teams, so I think I'm gonna just still take Vanderbilt. I think their losing streak's gonna continue.
LSU's hosting this game.
Mhm.
8.5. Yeah, LSU. I
Uh,
remember we said Vandy
Yeah.
was like Vandy was gonna cover another game. It was South Carolina game, and
Yeah.
that one was at home,
Yeah.
and they got blown out of
South
the water.
Carolina.
So I feel like LSU, they're out of playoff contention now, but they're still gonna want to put on a good performance at home. So I think they're gonna cover.
Yeah, this is a coin flip. I really don't know who could win this game. I'm gonna take probably LSU as well.
Yeah.
Just because it's a home game, but Vanderbilt definitely could easily cover, maybe even win.
Yeah.
Logan took LSU as well.
All
right. So now we're gonna go on to our Immaculate Grid segment. All right, and we're back. So if you don't remember this segment, you have these 9 boxes here, and you just have to guess a player that goes with all of them.
Oh, Joey, we can get 9 on this one.
I definitely
we
think
can get
so.
9 on this one. Okay.
Packers.
Packers 5,000 yards.
Rushing career.
Josh Jacobs, no?
Does it have to be with the
Adams.
Packers?
No.
No? Okay. Are we sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Right?
I don't want to lose on
Right?
the first
Okay,
one.
okay. Then get off that one.
All right.
Super Bowl champ, 1,000 yards. Just
Anyway, look.
go
you
like
can do
Tyreek
it.
Hill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What's
What's the
5,000.
percentage on that? 18.
10.
10%?
All right. 5,000 rushing yards. Super Bowl champ.
Super Bowl champ.
You can really do
what's
any
his name?
running back in the world.
No.
Just think of a running back.
Fournette. Leonard Fournette.
Nah, not too Fournette. Who's like a safe one?
Emmett.
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's safe.
Okay. Super Bowl champ Chiefs.
We can do any,
Like-
any from the past 5 years.
Travis Kelce.
They're like Mecole Hardman.
That's actually a good one, Joey.
All right.
Yeah, 3%.
Yeah. All right.
All right, 49ers, 1,000 yard. Jerry Rice. I don't know. Do we want to just do him?
Yeah, just do
Yeah, yeah.
Jay Rice. You can do Debo, Ayuk.
We'll just do
Yeah.
Rice just
Yeah, do
because we
Rice, get
know
it out
for
the way.
sure. 1,000 receiving yards,
For the pack.
Packers.
Devontae Adams probably.
Yeah.
Oh, Jake. Oh boy.
I have 2 on the board.
Niners 5,000 plus. Frank Gore.
Oops, my fault.
That's easy.
Oops.
Yeah, Joey.
Sorry, bro. Jeez.
There you go. All right. Well, Chiefs Niners. Charvarius Ward.
Good pull. You know who that is?
It's a great pull.
Do you know who that is?
No.
There you go.
Oh, all right, 2 more. Oh, you see, we got a lot of USF in this episode. My man went to USF, Marquise Valdez-Scantling.
We had him last time. Didn't we have him last time
No,
on this?
Did we?
I swear we did.
I don't.
Joey, do you even know how to spell his name? Just-
Yeah, because we had a problem spelling his name.
No,
No,
that was
somebody else.
What the
Joey.
heck?
Just put in Scantling. Oh my god.
Did they not have him?
Joey.
Do you know how to spell it?
It's Mar.
Do you want me to-
Valdes.
That's what I put, buddy.
Is it not coming up?
Oh, there it is. Is that not what I put? Oh, it's because there's a dash.
Yeah, that's what there you go.
Nice.
And Packers 5,000 plus. Okay, wait, we got this.
We can get this. Come
Packers 5,000 plus.
Did Eddie Lacy get 5,000 plus? Don't use him. No.
on.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Josh Jacobs is the easy one. I swear he has 5,000.
But like, does it have to be for that team?
No.
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 Just put him in.
All right. If you're wrong.
Right? Oh, Joey, I don't know. Hey. Finally
All right,
got
guys.
9. Hey, that was
did
good.
it.
Good job, boys.
All right.
Quick.
All right.
We're going to go to just our NFL recap now. The Eagles, big win over the Commanders, seized control of the NFC East.
Yeah.
Have they proven that they're a legit team now?
Yeah, 100%. Beating a quality team in the Commanders. the Eagles have proven that they're the favorites now in the NFC East. I remember I switched my pick last week to the Eagles over the Commanders, and Jaden Daniels has become a little bit overrated, but he is playing with that rib injury, so don't take any credit away from him. Just give more credit to the Eagles' defense for keeping them in the game, because their offense was struggling a little bit. I think it was 10-7 earlier in the game, Commanders. But shout out to the Eagles' defense, and Saquon Barkley really turned it up in the fourth quarter.
He's been playing great all year.
Yeah.
Jake picked him for
he has a
mid-season player of the year or offensive player of the year.
He had 38 points in fantasy last week or something like that, so he's been going crazy.
Yeah, good for Saquon Barkley. Good for the Eagles. 8-2, 6 wins in a row. They're probably going to win NFCs now.
You talked about Jaden Daniels being a little overrated. I do think he has taken a step down.
Yeah.
Does this let Bo Nix now come into the Rookie of the Year conversation?
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Bo Nix, especially after those first 2 games where he struggled, but that's common for a rookie.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch this year.
He had a career game this week
against the Falcons, who are a good team.
Yeah, the Falcons got a pretty good defense. He had a career game. I think he had over 250 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. That's a really good game. No picks as well. I think Bo Nix, he's right there with Jaden Daniels. I wouldn't take him off the spot yet because Jaden Daniels had those really good first 7 weeks, and we've only been seeing 4 or 5 games so far from Bo Nix. I think he's right there. Not yet though.
Okay.
I think because Jaden Daniels has took the Commanders to such a good team, it's been a while, and it's always the Eagles and the Cowboys at the 1 and 2 spot at the NFC East.
Cowboys.
So
more.
it's our year next year. It's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that taking him, I think he's still front runner for it.
Okay. Dolphins get back-to-back wins. Another win for them.
Yeah.
Since Tua's come back, do you think are the Dolphins back now?
The Dolphins are definitely back. But they did listen. They beat the Raiders. There's nothing to be happy about.
Yeah. They beat the Rams though, who are
Rams are a good team.
Seeming to be a pretty good team. Got cut back.
Yeah, the Dolphins once they get Tua back, because that frees up Achane. And Tyreek's still not playing his best.
He just had a career game.
He scored a touchdown.
A great game. And
he scored a touchdown.
Fantasy.
Yeah. He scored another touchdown, but again, Raiders. I picked up Jonnu Smith this week, last minute. He scored 2 touchdowns. That's great for me. But with Tua coming back, I think that the Dolphins have a really, really good shot to squeak into the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah, I agree that they've looked pretty well with him back, and that offense is going to be lethal with them. So
100%.
And the defense has looked pretty good.
Yeah, the defense has been getting them stops, freeing up that offense, getting them more time on the field. Obviously, they have one of the best coaches in the league, Mike McDaniel.
Yeah,
I love the way he operates the offense. Tua, he's getting the ball out fast. That's suited his game well.
Yeah.
And but I also want to touch on the Raiders' offense a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I did watch a little bit of the game, but because I don't really like to watch my team lose every single week, so I dabble in and out.
I think their offense
Their offense definitely improved.
Yeah.
Coming from Luke Getsy, but our quarterback situation is so bad.
Yeah.
We have no running back, and we need a true number 1 receiver.
top pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much progress since we clowned him has Anthony Richardson and the Colts made though? They've started to look good.
Anthony Richardson.
That man, Anthony Richardson, he did prove me wrong.
After we clowned him for
we were clowning
for good
him.
reason though. He said he
deserved what we said to him, but he came back this week and he dominated. He played a really good game. The Colts finally played to his abilities. They let him run the ball. He's huge. Let him run.
He's got great speed.
Let him run it.
He's a great athlete.
Yeah, and he was actually accurate with the ball this game.
Yeah.
He completed a lot of his passes. He only threw the ball 27 times. That's what they need to keep doing. They can't let him throw the ball 40 times, 37 times a game.
Let him use his legs. Make
25 times. Let him run the ball 12 times. He's so talented. He's a really good quarterback. But if the Colts can just keep letting him do what he can do and not using his abilities in the wrong way, I can see them going on a run.
Yeah, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching the game, so I was really impressed watching him play.
Yeah,
but he definitely did deserve what we said.
Yeah. The Jets are also just terrible. The defense from the Jets,
that's
been their one good thing this year. And in this game, they let them down.
Yeah. Can the Steelers' defense, we're talking about defense, can the Steelers' defense carry them to a division title?
100%. That Steelers defense is lethal. Like, they held Lamar in check all games. Zay Flowers had like 2 catches.
Yeah.
Lamar, all of his passes were to Justice Hill out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that Steelers defense is crazy. They won the game off field goals again.
Yeah.
That's the
6
second
field
time they've
goals.
done that. That's the second time
He
they've
had
done
like
that.
28 points, I think.
Yeah, he had like
Boswell
24
did.
points in fantasy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the second time they've won solely on field goals. Like,
It's
they
unbelievable.
scored 0 touchdowns and they won the game. That's sick.
Yeah, incredible.
Says a lot about that
incredible
team, though.
defense.
Yeah, 100%. Mike Tomlin is obviously probably a top 2 coach in the league. So, respect to the Steelers, and they have a good shot at winning the AFC North.
So, the Packers, I mean, it's crazy how they can just keep seeming to win these games against the Bears. Was this another lucky win, though, for them?
That was a seriously lucky win.
Like-
They really did not deserve that win. I mean, Jordan Love, like, he's got to fix those interception problems.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but hey, the Bears played them tough, and they almost won this game.
After that first quarter, there was no point I thought the Packers were actually going to win.
I know.
And obviously, I was always hoping they were going to win. I had a 4-leg.
Oh, yeah.
Packers minus 4.5. Everything else hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bears just like seemed to dominate the whole game, and Packers were able to come out
And
and win.
under their new offensive coordinator, it felt like their offense finally came alive. Like, they have some of the best talent
Mhm.
in the league. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Romo Dunze,
Yeah.
and Caleb Williams is a young quarterback, still learning. But they finally got Caleb Williams out of the regression, and he's getting back to on the uprise. DJ Moore finally had an improving game. Something like I have him in fantasy in one of my leagues, so definitely a shining moment for him. But yeah, I mean the Packers, they just own the Bears. Like, they'll never lose to them. It seems like.
Yeah. Are the Bengals officially out of the playoff race with another loss to the Chargers? Close game, but
Officially out is a little far because it's only week 11. 7 losses is probably the max they can get.
yeah, they gotta
They have to win out, and they still have to play the Steelers.
and the Ravens.
No, they played the
Or
Ravens
they already
twice.
played the Ravens.
They still have to play the Steelers twice.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's really going to be tough. But
Yeah.
another career game for Jamar, another career
Yeah.
game for Burrow, career game for T, and they lost.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what their
It's
problem
sad to
is.
see. Do you think it's? I mean, obviously the defense is bad, really bad.
But, like, McPherson missed 2 kicks, and he used to be so good.
Do you think you got to fire Taylor?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
You even see Jamar after the game. He's talking about, like, I'm not the one calling the plays. You're asking me the wrong questions. Like,
Yeah.
Zach. He's lost a
He's
lot.
got a little attitude problem, Jamar.
No,
Yeah.
Jamar Chase 100% has an attitude problem, but
But he's
he
good.
has the stats to back it up. Like,
Yeah.
he has the numbers. He can say whatever he wants, to be honest.
If you're
Him-
dropping 40 in fantasy,
him
you
and
can
T.
do whatever you
Higgins
want.
have the right to say whatever they want after that game. And especially even Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Like, Zach Taylor, he needs to be fired. He should have been on the hot seat a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Another loss for the 49ers.
Yes.
How much damage does this do to their playoff chances?
This is going to give their playoff chances a huge hit because they were favored to win the division still.
Yeah.
But I said a couple episodes ago, I love the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I do think the Cardinals now are the favorites because the 49ers, they got Christian McCaffrey back.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, they're still losing Ayuk, but Juwan Jennings has stepped up into that role. Like, they're getting McCaffrey back, and they still can't
Yeah.
put away a Seahawks team.
Like, not a great
like easily.
Seahawks.
like easily. Like, the Seahawks, like, their team is not that good.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The 49ers, they should be blowing them away.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, Geno Smith, what a play at the end, though.
Yeah, that
Running
was
it in for the touchdown. I mean, I did not expect that. They call it the Geno 2-minute drill.
I don't think the Niners season's over just because of how close that race is in the NFC West. But I don't think there's any way they'll get a wild card spot.
No, they probably could still make the playoffs. But division?
Really? You think? I don't think they'll get a wild card spot
No.
if anything. Because, I mean, you got Mike Evans is coming back for the Bucks, so I think they've already played their hardest part of their schedule. So
And
I think
also-
the Bucks could maybe get a spot.
Yeah, also to touch on that, the NFC North, they're going to have three teams in
That's
the
what
playoffs.
I'm saying. Yeah,
So, yeah, I mean,
it's
not looking that good for the 49ers.
Yeah.
The NFC North's going to have the Lions, the Vikings, and the Packers in
Yeah.
the playoffs. That leaves one wild card spot left.
yeah.
Will the
And
49ers get that?
Yeah, it could be either. It could be the Bucks, Falcons, whoever wins that one of those
Yeah.
teams, or it could be a team in the
In the West?
West.
Yeah.
Final game to touch up on. Bills give the Chiefs their first loss. Does this prove once and for all that the Bills are the best team in the AFC?
The Bills are officially the best team in the AFC. I've been saying this for a while, but the Chiefs still had no losses, so it was kind of hard to back it up. But I really love what I'm seeing from Allen, especially. He's my MVP right now. I just love Allen. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got so much grit.
You change him from Lamar?
Are you switching?
Yeah, I think I'm changing now
Okay.
because after what we saw from Lamar last week, he kind of got exposed a little bit. And Allen's having a really, really good season. Like, he's not turning the ball over that much. He did throw a pick last game, but it's a big game. It's the Chiefs.
He also had that huge running touchdown at the end of fourth.
He dragged them to a win. Like, let's be honest. He dragged them to that win. Fourth down. I was watching the game with my dad, and I was like, you got to give the ball to your best guy. Like, there's no way you're letting anybody else touch this ball other than Allen. Like, you got to just run it with him.
I'm impressed with Amari Cooper, though. He's really stepped up in this with this Bills team. Like, he's played pretty well. I didn't
shout out
think
to Amari Cooper. Like, he kind of revived the Bills receiving core.
Yeah.
The number one receiver was, I think, Shakir.
Him or Coleman?
Shakir, Coleman, or Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that's a receiving core that can bring you to a Super Bowl.
You get a veteran come in, Amari Cooper, and he's proved that he's still got it.
I mean, shout out to Amari Cooper. He's revived the Bills team, and he's given Allen more options to either run the ball, pass the ball, because once you have a good passing game, you can open up the run game, and once you have a good running game, you can open up the passing game.
Yeah, I think that Josh Allen might be my front runner, too, with the MVP.
Yeah.
Just because the Chiefs are such a good team, and taking them down makes me happy. And he had 28 in fantasy, so, I mean, from how he's been playing, I think he's definitely my front runner for MVP. Yeah.
And the Chiefs finally lose.
Yeah.
Like, they should have lost
it's been
so many times. They should have lost so many times.
Yeah.
Week 1, obviously, with the toenail. Week 2, more lucky plays. Week 3 with the flag. Like, I don't know. They should have lost a long time ago, but it finally came once they played, like, a seriously good team, the Bills. Like, the Bills, they have a good shot at the Super Bowl, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Chiefs, they finally drop a game. Their magic run is over for now. But they could still, obviously they're still the Chiefs. And once we get around playoff time,
you never know.
We're going to be talking about them. But they're still also looking for that number one receiver to step up. Last season, we saw it with Rashee Rice at the end of the season. He came up, stepped up into that receiver they needed to win in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we're still looking for that number one receiver.
Now he's hurt, Is it going to be Worthy? Is it going to be, I guess.
Still questions about Worthy. Like, can he get his feet in bounds? Still questions about him, but I think the Chiefs, they've figured it out every season, and I don't think the season's going to be any different.
Oh, 100%.
But shout out to the Bills.
Yep. All right, everyone. Well, that's all we have for today's episode. We'll see you next week for a Thanksgiving special week edition. I'm Joey Antonucci, and along with Sebastian Bruno and Jake Armstrong, we'd like to wish you a good night.